As a beginner, you'll develop a number of skills. Some are obvious, like how to pop balls, playing backspin shots, or playing with sidespin. You'll also improve parts of your technique along the way, such as how to grip the cue, where to stand, and how to deliver the cue. These are all what's known as your hard skills. They're tangible, you can see them and feel them. But there are other skills you also need to learn. They're not always visible, but they do have an impact on what happens on the table. These softer skills include things like dealing with pressure, knowing the right shot to play, and choosing the right order to put your balls in. Today, we'll focus on that last point, as picking the right order can make a huge difference on the amount of games that you win. So let's get right to it. I've set the balls up in a position where you can practice planning a finish. This was sent to me by someone who saw it on the UK 8-ball pool website, and I believe they suggested the wrong order to pot these in. They suggested potting in this order, which I think is about the only way to play it that can make it go wrong. See if you can spot anything that's wrong with this order, and in a moment I'll explain why. There are a number of things that you need to consider when taking on a finish, but there's probably only two that apply for this particular routine. The first is you usually want to limit the amount the cue ball is travelling around the table. So you wouldn't take one of these first, move up the table for this one, and then back down the table again. You would simply pot this one, and then go about your business down that end until the finish. The second and more important point for this one is you should always work out what your last ball before the 8-ball is going to be. I can't stress this enough. If there's one thing you do when you come to the table to finish a game, it's work out what your last ball will be. It's normally the one that gives the easiest position on the 8-ball, and this is where I think UK 8-ball have got it wrong. It's worth pointing out that because all the balls are in the open, you can probably get on the 8-ball from any one of them. But if you're a beginner, it's good to get into the habit of thinking about this now, as you won't always get an easy finish like this. UK 8-ball suggested this as the last ball, and it's definitely an option. But there are two things that can go wrong with that one, assuming you do leave yourself a reasonable pot on it. Number one, if you leave yourself straight, you can't leave yourself an easy 8-ball. Number two, if you leave yourself a half ball cut, you're bringing the cue ball back towards the centre pocket. You should be able to avoid it, but when you're feeling the pressure, there are many things that can go wrong. So why take the chance? I believe the correct last ball should be this one. If we leave ourselves straight on it, it's no problem to bring the cue ball back a few inches. Leaving ourselves this type of angle is also no problem, as there's no chance of us potting the cue ball from here. We can even leave ourselves this side of the ball and still get on the 8-ball. So hopefully you agree, this is a much better way to play this finish, and there's less risk with your last ball. But practice this little routine yourself and get used to planning your route when you first come to the table. If you're finding it too easy, we can add a little bit more difficulty to it. What we can do is add an opponent's ball into the mix and put it here so it blocks your ball. Now you need to play a cannon to develop it. By doing this, we've introduced something else you should consider every time you come to the table. If you've got an awkward ball, you should try and develop it as early as possible. If you leave it till near the end and don't give yourself a good angle, or you don't get on it, then you've run out of options. So get into the habit of opening it up early in your visit. This means if you miss it, you may leave yourself a pot on another ball and also get another chance at opening it up. Or if you do make the cannon, you also have a few balls you could potentially land on. It's important to develop these types of softer skills, but at the same time you'll be constantly improving your game overall. Part of that is cutting out the mistakes that all beginners make. And it's hard to do this, as most people don't even know they're making a mistake. To find out the most common mistakes beginners make and how to avoid them, then this video is a must-see.